Here we are in the sound booth. We're going to come over to the main rack, turn on this main power switch right here. We're going to let this console load and wait for about 30 seconds. You'll hear a small click on the soundboard. Once that's done, you'll come over to the sound on-off switch, turn the PA speakers on. You'll see the PA speakers here, and then you can go over to the scenes, up and down arrows on the console, arrow to your scene, or scroll to the preset scene that you want or number you want, and then go to the up and down arrows. Scene 21 here you can see for mops. We're going to recall that with a recall button. The console will load. You'll have your handheld microphone wireless systems right here. Handheld 1 and 2, lapel 1 and 2, and your iPod connection for music right here. CD player. CD player's right here. iMac computer sound right there. Main audio on off. Main volume. The wireless microphones are in this drawer. Handhelds 1 and 2, lapels 1 and 2. There's the on-off switch with the battery. On-off switch for the lapel. The microphone will plug in right there. This is the iMac video station. Wake up the computer, log in to BBG Pro. Open up the ProPresenter or whatever software you want to use. PowerPoint, we're going to use ProPresenter today. That's where you can load whatever files you want on the machine. As ProPresenter loads, and you can go to the playlists, BBCS playlist, slides, items in that playlist. We have selected, and you can select whatever slides you want to present. You can see the output of the image there, and it should go through that Panasonic switcher. The switcher is not on. Let's turn it on. Power button in the back right there. As you can see, right there is the power switch. The remotes are in the basket. We're going to turn on this display for the switcher with a Samsung remote. Projector remote. We're going to point that at the projector up towards the truss. Power button right there. Turn it on. You can kind of move around the camera. See the blue projector coming on. Now that it's on, you can see the output of the display. We need to turn the screens down. So center screen down is that button there. That will lower the screen. If you don't see an output from anything, you can go to the audience button up here in the corner and toggle that on and off like this. And that should sync up the output of the display, and that's the stage display for the TVs on the floor. So that should help if they don't get powered on correctly in the proper way. If you try doing that, and that should output things properly. You can see them toggle on and off there. If that's not doing it, you go to the switcher here. Make sure you have the program out selected properly. You have preview row down there with a green preview and program. So you can preview what you want to display first and then fade it on to the program out, or select directly that top row here. Here we are at the lighting board. If it's not on already, which it is, I can see the green lights. The power button is in the back. You can turn it on here with the power button. We always try to leave the lighting board on Coming over to the stage, we have the dirty power light switch. Turn that on. That will turn on the LEDs on stage and make sure those are powered. The cafe light switch is there on that surge protector. Power those on and off if you wish to use those. The front wash sliders here will give you light on stage like this. If you want color LEDs, make things look pretty with whatever lights on stage here, you can use these and make whatever look you want. If you don't have anything on, you may have the Grand Master down, which is here. Make sure that is faded up all the way up so things will not be black. And as you can see, it will fade on all the lights that you've turned on. So be sure that is up. And that about concludes our sound booth startup. All right, so we want to do our shutdown process. We're going to go over to our rack. And first thing, we want to turn off our main PA speakers, not this button here, but our speakers down here. So we're going to turn this off first. After the speakers turn off, then we can turn off our soundboard and rack right there. The rack will turn off, the soundboard will turn off. We want to cover up the soundboard with the covers. Put away the microphones in the drawer, lapels and handhelds. Go to our switcher, power it off here. Turn off the display with a remote. That's the Samsung. Turn the projector off. We want to get the projector remote. Find the power button on the top corner here. Press the power button once towards the projector, and then a confirmation will come up. And then we press it a second time to confirm, yes, I want to turn the projector off. We want to quit ProPresenter. Go up to ProPresenter, quit ProPresenter. Say OK. Yes, we want to quit ProPresenter. We're going to go up to the top corner, Apple icon. And we'll go ahead and log out. Yes, log out. And we want to leave the computer on. So don't shut it down or put it to sleep. We want to put the screen up. Press center screen up. Moving on to the lighting board. We don't want to shut the lighting board off. Leave the power on. Bring down all the faders to 0. We can go to the Grand Master up in the corner here. You can bring that down just to ensure all the lights go off. Go to the monitor power buttons in the bottom here. Turn those off. You don't really need to turn them on in the first place, but if they are on, go ahead and turn those off. And then finally, just make sure everything is covered up. So please put the cover on the console here, not on the lights, over the lights, but just on the console to keep the dust out, and the lighting board there as well. And lastly, going up to the stage, we want to turn off the surge protector for the cafe lights here. Also the light switch for the power on stage.